in a world crying out for a top 10 show. John Rocha and Matt Knost are here to bring you the top 10. Take it away, boys. Welcome, everybody, to another recap and review of a movie on the Top 10 show. I am John Rocha.
I am Matt Knost.
And this is part of the extra content that we are recording for our patrons and for our fans who are so gracious to support the show as much as they have. And Matt, ring the bell. We've crossed $3,000 in support for the show. We set a goal. We've crossed it. And now we want to set more goals. So thank you to everyone who's done that. There it is.
I mean, the build up, the sell for 3,000 was we'll start doing more Patreon stuff.
Yeah.
Because we'll schedule more time for it. Mm-hmm. And it's, hey, look, we're returning that dividend. That's what we did. Now we got to figure out another goal for, all right, 3,500.
Right.
What do you guys want at 3,500?
$5,000?
How much until they want our blood?
I'll take my clothes off. $5,000. Let's do it. Oh,
that's
no,
it?
I keep doing that.
How many people in the room, or is this going to be videotaped live? What are we talking about? Or are you talking about you and me? And now I get the 5,000 for that. Why? This isn't some treat.
You should get paid to see that. That's true. That's fair.
Both ways. Do you want to see me naked? Probably not. So
that's fair.
I'd like to make a little coin there. That's not. If I'm winning, sure, pay him 5,000. I'd love to see him naked.
Yeah.
I'd pay double that.
We should make it a condition that we finally play the Patriots. That's an idea in basketball.
It'll never happen.
You don't think so?
It will never happen.
Okay, all
Look,
right.
JTE hasn't come back from his fucking ridiculous scooter into an 18-wheeler accident. I mean,
if there's once again, I'm gonna say this again. If there's one person who should have never been on a bird scooter, it is JTE.
Yeah, it was tough. At least the stories that I heard beforehand, once I finally saw him, it wasn't near as bad as I conjured in my head.
Right.
I was expecting much worse. So he's fine overall. It still sucks.
Yeah.
But I fear that you're just going to get hurt the next time you play.
That's true. That's a fair point. I'm still recovering from my torn calf muscle. I'm feeling a lot better. So it was like a few days of pain, and now it's gotten better. The elevating it, taking the Motrin to kind of relax it, and then doing the exercises that the doctor recommended has helped. So I should be back working out hopefully by next week. So there we go. Because I got to lose some weight, man.
But we got to ease you back into basketball.
Yeah, true. Very true.
Snyder's been playing every week.
That's what I hear.
Yeah, on Saturdays.
I got to bring my cardio up during the week, and then maybe play a game or two on the weekend on a Saturday. If I can pull myself away from my girlfriend, which is a terrible thing to say, but it's
I will
true.
say this: he picked my pocket pretty good last game.
Did he really?
Or last week?
Jeff Snyder, you let Snyder pick your pocket?
Look, I also hit a couple sweet jumpers right in his face.
Nice.
And it was, at the end of the day, my team was winning.
Oh, that's
and
good.
we won all day, and
Right.
we were the only team that kept playing all day long. We played 6-7 games.
Yeah.
And I had a good day overall, as did all my teammates. We all played well, kind of thing. So you picked my pocket. I told him when he came back, I was like, that was good. That was, that was nicely done.
Yeah. I'll see you off the court now.
It's good. It's good to see. It's like his defense was always pretty stout.
Oh,
and
yeah.
He's even got a little more nimble hands and whatnot. Be like, game's picking up. Keep showing up.
Yeah.
You're playing better and better. It's fun.
That's true. You got to ease me back into it. I'm not anywhere near Snyder.
You gotta build.
Yeah, it's true.
Snyder would play and then just be like, all right, I'm out after an hour, and then it was an hour and a half, and then 2, and then now he basically stays and plays the whole day now.
Yeah. He's getting cockier too in the office.
I'm sure he is.
Yeah.
I'm sure he is.
When he does show up, he's getting real cocky.
Look, I'll tell you this much. He's getting respect on the court.
What?
Well, just in that no one looks at him as a chump or anything like that. They know what he can do.
Okay.
And he does it pretty well.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Might have to come rock his...
It's also, most people that play now are late 20s through my age. So you can show up a little bit slower and still excel. 10 years ago when we started this, when I was 28, 30, but everybody else was 20, dude, they're flying past you. And I'm like, I'm only 28, 29.
Yeah, what's happening?
Quick twitch muscle, I just don't have anywhere. That shit died. But yeah, we're here to do a recap of the new Godzilla.
That's right, King of the Monsters.
We're rambling like it's a regular show. We should probably jump into this.
We should. This was the follow-up to Godzilla, the remake, I guess, or reboot that they did in, I think, 2015. And, of course, following on the heels of Kong Skull Island, this is all connected universe, with Monarch being the connective, cohesive unit here. And this is directed by Michael Dougherty. Got Millie Bobby Brown, Vera Farmiga, Kyle Chandler, Bradley Whitford, Ken Watanabe, Sally Hawkins, Zaya Zing, who I haven't seen since Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Okay.
Zaya Zing, I think that's her
Was
name.
she the other scientist?
Yes, the
Okay.
Chinese girl who was connected to the two Mothra ladies from the old days. I think that's it for the human cast. Oh, and Joe Morton shows up near the end. But yeah, this is all about Godzilla. Coming back to fight Godira, and then Mothra gets reawakened. Rodan gets reawakened, and
Oh, by the way, spoiler alert.
yeah, okay, I got spoiler alert. Like if you haven't known that by now, I guess
I'm just saying this whole thing is going to be us talking about the entire movie. So if you haven't seen it, thank you for the download, the stream, wherever you heard this.
Yeah.
And turn it off and come back to it once you've seen the show.
exactly.
Or the movie, rather. Otherwise, continue at your own fucking,
Your own risk.
your own risk, your own warning.
So all these monsters get come back to life, and they're part of some kind of experimental decision by this eco-terrorist who Charles Dance plays in the film. And then you find out that Vera Farmiga was in cahoots with him because she had lost her son to Godzilla, which we see in flashback, which is connected to the first movie that had come out in 2015. And we go from here.
I love it. You're like writing a term paper about this as the show goes on.
I just had to give a synopsis.
the bing. And this was the second AD. Is there going to be like some dedicated schmodown, like break down this movie?
Oh,
They pick
wow.
one movie.
Yeah, sometimes they do the plot in Schmodown. They'll read
Really?
you the plot, and then you have to guess what movie it is.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying, because sometimes it's hard to summate the plot of a movie. So like, give me
Yeah.
the plot of Mulholland Drive. I'm like, how much time we got?
How long do I have to answer?
How arcade? Although I've heard some of the questions lately.
Yeah.
I think I've gotten every 5-pointer I've been asked in the past. Like Snyder's asked me, he was like, oh, "Okay, here were the 5-pointers from my match. I
Right.
got both of them."
Yeah.
his last 2 matches because he was like, "I didn't know that one."
Ironically, the first rounders are getting harder. Sorry. Ironically, the first rounders are getting harder.
Really?
Yeah, they don't sound like 1-pointers anymore.
Huh?
Yeah, some
Way
of
to be
the,
Skalicki.
yeah, Scalise, he just loves messing around with that shit. So I remember I asked him recently I was like, "Aren't these all 1-pointers?" He goes, "No one ever said they were 1-pointers." I go, "But they're worth 1 point." He goes, "Yeah, but they don't have to be 1-pointers." I was like, "Okay, all right, jerk face."
Okay, but you've already set a scale.
Yeah.
Within this world, so what is it equivalent to, and why isn't it a 1-point question? Just we're getting the game rolling.
Yeah.
Creating scores. It's what the NBA learned.
That's right.
Reduce certain aspects of the defense, open up the offense. Boom! It draws more people in. It makes for a more exciting visual product.
You want a high-scoring game.
You do, just like in football, just like in everything
Yeah.
else. It's fun, especially when it's your team. It's fantastic.
Absolutely. What'd you think of the movie?
Meh.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
I don't give 2 shits about the family storyline.
Did you like the first Godzilla?
No.
Okay.
Because the first one to me is I like the Cranston side. I almost combined Bryan Cranston into Branston.
Yeah, sure, Branson.
Maybe that's what he is, Branston.
Branson, Missouri. Yeah,
I liked his storyline of it infinitely more.
Oh, I got you. In the first
I found that more compelling, and then when they kill him off, it turns into this other, just utterly bullshit movie where the fucking I could go on and on about what bothers me about that movie.
Yeah.
So this one, like, the fights were cool,
The fights were great. I enjoyed it.
much more impactful to me than the first Godzilla. But because I don't care,
Yeah.
I'm not sucked into what's supposed to be the compelling drama aspect that's drawing me in. I'm just like, I'm so checked out. I don't care. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. And that's what the shitty part is. Certain then realities throw me out. So after the sub goes down, right, and Watanabe's character realizes that he has to sacrifice himself for Godzilla in the hopes that his belief is right.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful sentiment.
Sure.
And I got to put my money where my mouth is. I love that nobody fought him. They fought him for like 3 seconds.
Yeah,
No, you can't do that. And then one other person, then he's just like, I must. And they're like, well, he said he must.
He said
he must.
He wants to go die. I don't. I'm not going to stop him.
I'm going to die from radiation alone before I even get to explode this bomb, more than likely.
Exactly.
He hangs on. But still, you're just walking into death. Welcome to Chernobyl. It's a perfect timing on that. Have you watched it yet?
I started first episode the other night. Holy shit. Worst mistake I did was to start at 11 o'clock at night.
Dude, after episode 2, my mind was like, what the fuck is going on?
You really?
Well,
yeah.
That's the one where I knew a lot of episode 1.
Yeah.
At least not down to the minutiae that they get into, because you actually learn a rudimentary understanding of how everything works.
Right.
By the end of the series. But what happened to 2, and I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Holy shit. And then after that, like all these other, just basically the ripple effect that it has.
I'm going to try and catch 2 and 3 tonight. She doesn't like it. She doesn't want to watch it. So I've set up the television in the other room, in the meditation room.
Yeah.
Fully. Like I had it put up on the wall and everything. So I am ready to watch. Now I can watch something in that room without her. So this is what I'm going to tear through is Chernobyl, because it's only like 5 episodes, 6 episodes.
Yeah, it's 5 episodes.
Yeah, so I'm going to rip through it. Yeah, over the next 2 nights.
You know, beautifully acted.
Yeah,
It's shot
yeah,
great for. Especially for television. But those are many movies now. You know?
yeah. True.
But the quality of everything, the script, the pacing, the direction, it's really well done.
Yeah, came for a Godzilla review. You got a Chernobyl review.
You did. Please watch it. We haven't spoiled anything.
No.
Everybody's been saying it's really good.
Yeah, it's a true story. What are you going to spoil? All right, so
Still though, I didn't know.
oh, the ins and outs. Yeah, the minutia.
I don't want to spoil any of that.
Yeah,
It just gets interesting. Like, holy shit, it's an unattended side effect that you know about one, and then the second reality sets in, and you're like, what? Okay.
All right, so the Watanabe thing.
Well, anyway, so they sacrifice themselves. And the sub surfaces because whatever, it's got to get back up before and the explosion pushes it out. You know, like a fucking cartoon. And they're floating on the top, right? So they weren't. It's not like they were in the Marianas Trench. They didn't go to the bottom part of the ocean, but they went deep. They went deep for a nuclear sub. And they get to the top, and then suddenly Godzilla stands up, and he's at like his knees.
Yeah.
And it's not quite at his knees. I think it's lower belly. But it's like, how tall is Godzilla? Did he just hit a shoal? He's standing on top of just some random embankment we all can't see? He's not this tall. He didn't go from 7,000 feet down to suddenly, that's not even torso, my friend. He's huge. And he gets into the cities and we're like, this doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But
Yeah.
so then I'm critiquing the movie on that level, and I realize I'm sucked out of it. So I enjoyed it for the spectacle it was.
Yeah.
But that's a 0 for 3 on whiffs for me in this series.
In the series, wow. Yeah, it didn't, and the box office was a bit underwhelming for what it was predicted to do. So the question now becomes, because they've already kind of cast people for the next installment, supposed to come out next year. And I think they're going to start shooting soon if they haven't already started shooting already. So you have to ask yourself, is the one coming next year the last gasp?
Will they even get to that?
Or will they even get to it? Exactly, because the box office for this hasn't been incredible, and the returns in terms of reviews and fan reactions hasn't been like overwhelmingly positive. So I wonder in the long run what it's going to lead to, because Millie Bobby Brown is coming back in the next one. Her character playing obviously the character from this one.
Don't care.
Yeah, exactly. You're getting Denai Guerrero from Walking Dead coming into this situation, I think. And then,
Don't know who that is.
Michonne from Walking Dead.
Okay.
Yeah, she was in Black Panther.
Black Panther.
Yeah. So she's going to be in this, and so in the next installment. So, but the human stuff didn't bother me. I think this is why you hire these great actors, because you're not going to give them a great script, so you got to see what they can do with it. And I thought Chandler did a decent job. Vera Farmiga did a nice job.
Yeah.
I thought Whitford was a bit miscast.
Yes.
Charles Dance is just doing Tywin Lannister as an eco-terrorist.
Basically, it's a one-note character.
Yeah, really is. But then the fights. That's what it's all about. I thought Watanabe did a really nice job with what he was given. And I think Sally Hawkins was like, kill me off of this fucking thing right now. So they killed her off early on in the movie. But overall, yeah, you go to see this as a spectacle of monster fights. It certainly was great. For me as a kid who grew up with these movies, the old Japanese movies, it was great to see Mothra again. It was great to see Rodan and Godira and, of course, Godzilla and all the different titans that came out. It was great to see all of that.
Yeah.
And then the final battle was fantastic as well. And the connections to the old movies, like what they did with the Mothra twin girls, they're the grandmother of the Zhang Ziyi character. That was great to see. And
the pictures?
Yeah, the pictures, right.
Okay.
Yeah, so overall, for me, I wasn't like unsatisfied, but I also wasn't like, oh, this is fantastic, so.
I don't know, just Kyle Chandler never really has to fight for any decision that gets made. He just turns to Ken Watanabe and says whatever and just gives him a look, and then Watanabe goes, lower the shields.
Yeah.
And everybody else is like, no, but every time Chandler just turns to him. So whatever action he needs. So it's just like this really convenient, this guy has all the answers somehow.
Yeah.
And his wife, like, he figures out the missing part of the signal. It's humans. We're the other apex predator. I'm pretty sure they're all proving that's not the case.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
A
true.
nuclear bomb only energized one of them. We don't have a defense then against that thing.
Yeah, true.
That's our best weapon. What are we going to hit it with? Bacteria?
Little War of the Worlds action.
Yeah, I don't know. I would imagine it's been here longer than us at this point.
That's
so.
for sure. That's for sure.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it's okay. This is not a War of the Worlds. It's been
Yeah.
here longer than us. It's,
It was 2 hours and 12 minutes, which is pretty long for a monster movie.
especially one you don't really give a shit about 40% of the story.
And I found out this afterwards, after I saw the movie. Apparently, the Joe Morton character is the Corey Hawkins character from Kong Skull Island. It's the same guy, older.
Okay.
So I'm just like, oh, well, why didn't you make that obvious to the people who were watching it? You know, that you were connecting these things in this way.
Look, going into Kong Skull Island, I was like, maybe they figured out what I didn't. Maybe they made more of a movie instead of Godzilla that I would have liked.
Right.
And they announced that cast, and I'm like, okay, take a different, attack at this. And it still came up unsuccessful for roughly the same reason. The action was cool and whatnot, but I just didn't care about the motivations of the characters around it.
Yeah.
And at times it was just like the lunacy of Riley.
Yeah.
I liked it, and it was also taking me out of what I was watching, and I don't know.
Yeah.
It just failed in a different way. And then this one's just like, nah. I mean, there were moments that were cool, and Rodan is on top of that, volcanic whatever.
That was cool.
The imagery is, that's basically, it's not the Russian crest, but the Russian crest kind of looks like that. Which one has a two-headed dragon?
Oh, whales? Right? They have that dragon
Okay,
on
maybe.
there. Yeah. I think it's
But something
whales.
like that, a crest come to life, the manifestation of whatever embodies
Yeah.
your family, and apparently a two-headed dragon. That's saying a whole hell of a lot when this is the imagery of lava and destruction and death. Maybe that's like a Rothschild part of their...
Oh, interesting. Yeah. Their crest or whatever?
Maybe.
Yeah. Could
Maybe.
see that. I could see that.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what more there is to say.
No.
It's not a recommend to everybody go see it, have a blast type of movie. But Matt doesn't like it a little more than I didn't, and I would still say go see it, but go see it as a Saturday afternoon matinee if you want to go see it.
Yeah, it was cool seeing. I saw it in IMAX,
Oh yeah,
and when it gets to
That's
the
the way to
points,
see it.
Yeah, when it gets to the points with IMAX, it's like it's impressive.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
Although at certain points, the first time they introduced you to Rodan with was it snow coming down? What was coming down? No, was it rain?
yeah, rain.
I think it's something, whatever, and it's just slightly obscuring, and it made it look too CGI for me. But maybe I'm alone.
Oh, okay,
I don't know.
okay.
Perhaps I need to see it again, and just like my eyes were blurry that night. I have no idea.
Yeah, to me, you could see with Godzilla, you could see like the dude inside the costume. That
Okay.
bothered me a little bit. You could see
Okay.
the rolls from what you would wear a costume, like your little creases.
Really?
The creases that occur right there in the thigh area of the leg. And I was like, okay, all right. I'm gonna let that go. Let's keep watching. I'm gonna let that go.
Wow, I didn't notice that at all.
But there's no point to what is the point of Charles Dance's character? Like it doesn't make any sense. He's an eco-terrorist, but like at the end he lets Farmiga go. At the end he can't stop Millie Bobby Brown. So maybe the worst eco-terrorist I've ever seen.
I mean, basically, he's a mercenary. So when his boss says we're not doing that anymore, what's his motivation?
Yeah.
I mean, there's the ethics of what he's talking about, but I don't know. I agree. There's
Yeah.
another one where it just
Yeah.
she got away to the one place the mom had said would be the only place you could broadcast. So why
Right.
not check there first?
Yeah, right, exactly.
She's not going to think of anything better than that on her own.
Yeah. And then he just lets people go without killing them.
Yeah, with
that
the
was
truck,
weird.
and she
Yeah.
just gets to take the Humvee.
That was weird to me. So weird to me.
But it made perfect sense because everything kind of in the plot has been convenient.
Yeah. Oh, good point. Right.
So it's just another convenient thing. That's why the Kyle Chandler or whatever,
Yeah.
every time he has any kind of argument, whatever he says, everybody goes, okay, and they just do it. There's no conflict. Just like, all right, so then they just go to this, and then they're here, and they get past this problem, and
You just get the Bradley Whitford. Are you insane? What are you talking about, man? I'm not doing that. But then they do it anyway.
when you go back like that crumbling ice and all that shit, and then to escape that, and then your fucking Osprey gets destroyed, you're not living through that.
No.
So
Yeah.
you're just not.
Yeah.
But he does.
Yeah. Somehow he does.
He's just a normal dude, and he lives through like a miraculous situation, and that's only one of
Right.
how many that he's about to encounter in 12 hours.
unscratched. Like not a
Pretty
scratch.
much.
Nary a scratch.
By
on
and
it.
large.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. All right. Well, that's our review of Godzilla, King of the Monsters, third installment here in this monsters universe they're building. We'll see what happens in the next one coming up. Obviously, I feel like it's going to happen anyway, no matter what the box office this thing is. And because the overseas money is probably going to carry this thing through.
Probably.
To a profit.
Pacific Rim did enough overseas to get a second one.
Yeah, so did Warcraft. And we'll see if they're going to make a second one. That thing made $300 million overseas.
Yeah, but it makes more sense because you already have a built-in fan base, whereas Pacific Rim is trying to start their own.
True.
So if you did a good Warcraft, there'd be a massive market for it.
True.
Or Pacific Rim is just, you want to talk about a monster movie gone, just horrible.
Oh, I hate both of those movies. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens next year if they make any kind of changes, make the human story a little more relatable or understandable or at least effective. But they certainly cast strong actors in these installments, so you can't argue that point. I mean, Cranston and Elizabeth Olsen in the other one. Aaron Taylor Johnson sometimes can be good, sometimes bad.
They get good actors.
They do.
By and large.
Yeah.
It's just, it's like, okay, it doesn't, you didn't ask them to do much. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Like, you want to watch Kyle act, go watch Bloodline. He's excellent in that.
Or Friday Night Lights.
Friday Night Lights.
He's fantastic in that. Or
Damn
even Wolf
actor.
of Wall Street. He's damn good in Wolf of Wall Street.
Isn't he the dad in Super 8?
Yes, he is. That's a good one as well.
It's a tough role, and he was good in that.
That's a good. Agreed.
Yeah, you don't want to see him be stern, but you understand his motivations. It's like he has the character to do something in this film as opposed to just get everything right.
Yeah. All right. Well, Matt, any last things you want to say?
No, like John said at the top of the show, thank you to all our patrons. It means the world to us that you guys supported us, so we are going to try and repay you, keep doing all this Patreon content, but this is thanks to you. We asked, you provided, so now we provide back, and it's cyclical. It's symbiotic, just like us with Godzilla.
Woo.
You appease the giant, and the giant helps out.
That's right. Give us some nuclear energy.
Yeah.
We'll be all right.
I don't know who is who in this equation, to be perfectly honest. It can go either way.
Yeah, I agree. That's fine.
I'd like to believe that we're the giants, but considering,
Oh, yeah.
the voice of the people is the voice of God in this instance. Yeah, maybe they're the giant. Maybe they are. Guess what, guys? We got some nukes, some extra special nukes. So you don't even know nothing about this.
Give you some energy. All right. So you can, if you want to subscribe to us and be a patron, if you have, I suppose you already know, right? If you're listening to this.
Well, they get it a week before the free feed. So
that's right. Okay.
Patreon.com/the top 10 with the number 10. You can hit us up there. There's a bunch of different tiers. We give all kinds of different stuff.
Yep.
$5 you get a shout out and you get to listen to the Chicago show.
That's true.
$10 we do all this extra content for you and you get a classic show. 20 you get to choose a relist.
Yeah.
And finally at Boss Hog level, baby, top tier, you get all that stuff. Plus you get to choose a show.
You get to choose a topic for a show. It's
Once a month, we reach out to you.
That's right. All right. We follow Matt at Matt Knost. Follow me at The Rocha Says. And we will talk to you next time on another recap and review of the Top 10 show.